Hey everybody, Aaron Rift here from NoDQ.com with my WWE TLC 2014 pay-per-view predictions. TLC or TLCS is this coming Sunday, live on the WWE Network for just $9.99. NoDQ.com will have you covered with live results, as well as the latest breaking news and rumors regarding TLC or TLCS. Got 8 matches here, or actually 9 matches, including a pre-show match. So WWE has a full lineup for once. Usually there's only 6 matches and then they throw together a match or two. We have 9 matches to talk about for TLC. Let's start off with the pre-show match. The New Day versus Gold and Stardust. All I could say is, if there was ever a skippable pre-show match, it would be this one. Not a fan of the New Day faction, and Gold and Stardust had some momentum when they were the tag team champions, and now they have been demoted to the pre-show match against the New Day. Since the New Day is new, one would think that the New Day would pick up the win here. And they are the baby faces. So I'm going to say that the New Day will prevail over Gold and Stardust. As much as it pains me to say that, I think that WWE is going to continue to go with the New Day until they give up on it and they move on to the next thing. They'll continue to pipe in the crowd cheers on SmackDown, and they'll try to make this New Day into something special, which right now, I don't see that happening, but I think that WWE is going to continue putting the marketing machine behind the New Day. So, New Day is my pick for the pre-show match. Moving on to the main card now, we have the U.S. title, Rusev defending against Jack Swagger. Didn't we just see Jack Swagger versus Rusev several times during the summer, and Rusev beat Jack Swagger multiple times? So why are we seeing this match again? Why is Jack Swagger going for the U.S. title again? I guess that the original plan was for Rusev to face Sheamus, but Sheamus is apparently injured, and Jack Swagger stepped in to take his place, so whatever. We're seeing this match again. We all know how this story goes. Rusev is the monster. He's unstoppable, and Jack Swagger is not going to be the guy to beat him. If he wasn't going to be the guy when he was hot a few months ago, he's certainly not going to be the guy now. So I think that this is an easy prediction. Rusev retains the United States title. Moving on here to the Divas title. AJ Lee tries to win back the Divas title from Nikki Bella. AJ Lee won the Slammy for Diva of the Year, which just goes to show right there that it was not a rigged poll. AJ Lee is the wife of CM Punk, and she still won the Slammy. So there you go. As far as who wins the match at TLC, I think that since Nikki Bella just won the title at Survivor Series, I think it's unlikely that she'll lose right away back to AJ. I think if AJ does become Divas champion again, it'll be in a couple months, so Nikki actually has a chance to have a reign, a decent length reign as champion. So I'm going to go with Nikki Bella to retain, and Brie will probably interfere again, and there'll be some sort of shenanigans, and, this will be the bathroom break match, I'm sure, but I'm thinking Nikki will retain here. Moving on to another tag team match, the tag team champions, Miz and Mizdow, against the Usos. This should be a fun match. I think that this will be an entertaining match. At first, I wasn't really a big fan of Damien Mizdow and the whole bumping while the Miz bumps, and I just thought it was really over the top. But I have to admit, it has grown on me. I actually find it to be one of the highlights of WWE programming now. I mean, Mizdow, Damien Sandow has just done a tremendous job with this gimmick. I mean, he's really made it work. So hats off to him. And, Miz and Mizdow are hot right now. It's a hot act in WWE, and I don't see them losing the titles right away to the Usos. I think at some point the Usos will probably be tag team champions again. But for now, I think that it's too soon to take the titles off of Miz and Mizdow. There's still mileage that you can get out of them as a tag team. So, they're hot. Don't screw it up. Miz and Mizdow retain the tag titles. Next up, we have Eric Rowan versus The Big Show in a stairs match. Hence the tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs pay-per-view. WWE apparently thinks that adding stairs to the name of the pay-per-view is going to generate more interest in this show. To me, this could end up being the worst match of the night. I, for one, have no interest in seeing these two guys wrestle, let alone wrestle in a stairs match. Stairs are used in just about every single match in WWE, so why is this anything special? Why is WWE making a big deal out of this? Oh, wow, stairs match. Don't care. I'm guessing this match is going to suck. Eric Rowan, I think, is going to be facing Luke Harper again at some point for the IC title. At least that's what one would expect based off of what happened on Raw with Harper and Rowan getting into a brawl and just the natural storyline of those two actually having a match since they were together in the Wyatt family. So because of that, Big Show is old and nobody cares about Big Show. He's turned heel a million times. He's gone back and forth between heel and face. To me, Eric Rowan is the clear-cut winner here, and then he goes on to feud with Luke Harper. So my pick is Eric Rowan. Next up, we have Ryback versus Kane in a chairs match. I take back what I said a moment ago about Rowan and Show being the worst match. This could end up being the worst match of the night. Ryback and Kane, by itself, don't care about that. And adding chairs to the mix, oh wow, they're going to hit each other in the back with a chair 4 or 5 times, whatever. To me, this is another throwaway match, and the only finish I could see here is Ryback going over. There's no good reason for Kane to win. Like Big Show, Kane is a guy who is well past his prime. So Ryback going over makes sense here. Really, it's the only logical finish is Ryback beating Kane in the chairs match and going on to whoever he's going to face next. So my pick is Ryback. I'll be back in a moment with more predictions. All right, got 3 more matches here. Luke Harper versus Dolph Ziggler in a ladder match. This should be a really strong match. Dolph Ziggler is Dolph Ziggler, and a lot of people are very high on Luke Harper right now. I think that there's going to be a lot of pressure on both of these guys to deliver a pay-per-view caliber match, and I think that they will. I think that this match has potential to steal the show and be the match of the night. And I think it's one of those few occasions where Dolph Ziggler is actually going to be given the opportunity to steal the show, because this is a high-profile match for the IC title, and I think they'll be able to go out there and deliver at a main event style level. As far as who goes over here, going back to earlier, I'm expecting the Rowan-Harper feud to continue, and Harper just won the IC title not too long ago, so I feel it's too soon for him to lose the title to Dolph Ziggler. So as much as it hurts me to say as a Dolph Ziggler fan, and I know a lot of people out there are going to be disappointed if he doesn't win, but I'm going to have to go with Luke Harper on this one to win and continue his push, and probably at the Royal Rumble we'll have Harper versus Rowan for the IC title. At least that's what I'm expecting. Logically that would be the match you do, but who knows what's going to happen. But I'll say Luke Harper picks up the win here. And our 2 main event matches, Bray Wyatt versus Dean Ambrose in a TLC match where the two of them are not reaching for a title. They're not reaching for a briefcase. I'm not sure what they're reaching for at this point physically. I guess metaphorically they're reaching for the brass ring. That has been the talk ever since Vince McMahon's podcast appearance with Steve Austin. So the two of them are going to be reaching up the ladder to climb the invisible brass ring. I guess. I'm not really sure what they're going to be reaching for, but this should be a much better match than the Survivor Series one, just because you have the gimmick of TLC. I think Dean Ambrose will go all out and do crazy crap. He'll do all sorts of bumps, and Bray Wyatt has a lot to prove in this match. Both of them really do have a lot to prove here, and Vince specifically mentioned both guys as people that were reaching the brass ring. So there's a lot of pressure on this match as well, in addition to Harper versus Ziggler. This should be really good. Could end up stealing the show. As far as who wins this one, it's a really tough call. I'm not really sure. I think that this one could go 50-50. I mean, I really don't know who's going to win this one. If I had to make a pick, I will say that Bray Wyatt wins just because Bray Wyatt, WWE is in a position where they need a strong heel, and they're kind of weak when it comes to the heels right now. So because of that reason, I'll go with Bray Wyatt to win, but would not surprise me at all if Dean Ambrose picked up the victory. Dean Ambrose is hot right now, but he's not going to be the focal point of WWE storylines. Roman Reigns is coming back. He's going to be, one of the guys that's pushed very hard. And as a matter of fact, I'm thinking we might see Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt before WrestleMania. Bray Wyatt might end up being fed to Roman Reigns. So, for that reason as well, I'm going to go Bray Wyatt to pick up the win here. And finally, the main event, John Cena versus Seth Rollins in a tables match. One would think that because it's a tables match and you don't have to be pinned or made to submit to lose, that this is a way for WWE to have John Cena lose a match without having to be pinned. And John Cena can lose by going through a table. WWE doesn't mind booking that. They've done it in the past. But here's the thing. You got Brock Lesnar coming in. And, WWE is going to want to keep John Cena as strong as possible. And I've said it before. I'll say it again. It's hard to bet against John Cena. And I am not going to bet against him in this case. Because what I think is going to happen, my prediction for this match is that you're going to have the Stooges, the Cruiserweight security, come out. Joey Mercury and Jamie Noble. They're going to come out. They're going to interfere in the match. And then you're going to hear the voices in my head. Randy Orton's going to come out. He's going to make the save, and he's going to cost Seth Rollins the match. John Cena wins, looks strong for Brock Lesnar, and that sets up Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins whenever they have their big match. So that's my prediction. Randy Orton will make his return at the end of this show. John Cena wins the tables match. There you have it for my TLC pay-per-view predictions. Let me know what you think about the show. What are your predictions? Leave a comment. youtube.com/NoDQCW. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for more. And stay tuned to NoDQ.com for the very latest in WWE and TNA.